Ever heard about elves? No, I'm not talking about those tiny creatures who often accompany Santa on Christmas. I'm talking about elves who are now considered mythical beings of Norse, Celtic, and Germanic mythologies. As you might know, elves are famous for their beauty, which can't be compared to even the most beautiful humans, and their extreme attachment to nature. Physically, elves are characterized by their pointed long ears, slender build, and long hair with super beautiful and clear skin. They're frequently depicted as tall and agile, with a graceful and ethereal presence, and their eyes are often piercing and bright, shining with an otherworldly intensity. Unlike other living beings, every elf is considered a noble being and a holder of noble blood. Speaking of status, elves are also said to be of several types, like half-elves who are the result of mixed breeding, normal elves who hold status equal to that of a high-ranking human noble, high elves who are considered to be closest existence to the elven god, and hold status that surpass any human king along with incredible powers. And there are also mountain elves, who lives on mountains and has different rules than forest elves. There is also a rare species called Dark Elves, who are said to be mysterious beings and holders of dark powers. According to some folklore, elves don't eat meat, fish, dairy, and other products of animals. They only consume vegan things like fruits and vegetables. In terms of abilities, every elf is thought to be a skilled archer and warrior, but their fighting ability doesn't only rely on their physical strength. They possess magical powers such as healing, shape-shifting, and elemental control, especially powers related to forests and nature. Not only that, but they're also able to communicate with animals, summon the forces of nature, and wield other powerful magic. If you're wondering where these folks live, then listen closely. Elves are said to be living in mystical realms, deep inside forests and mountains, where they mostly put barriers created by their powers to hide their village's presence from the outside world. According to the legend, elves also have lived on Earth in ancient times. And not to mention, there are tons of stories of lost elven cities and hidden communities. These mystical places are said to be filled with ancient wisdom, magical artifacts, spell books, and hidden dangers. Throughout mythology and folklore, elves have complex relationships with humans. They're sometimes depicted as guides, mentors, allies, and friends of humans. There are also writings of elves hating humans for destroying forests and always waging wars with other races and calling them evil without any reason. However, some of these folks even had romantic relationships with humans. And they also gave birth to their half-elf, half-human children. But what lay ahead of these relations was sorrow and pain, as both races have a huge gap between their lifespan. Elves are often depicted as immortal, or having extremely long lifespans, which is close to being immortal. And they don't age throughout their whole lifespan. Unlike humans, who show visible signs of aging after 40, elves look like they're around 20, even if they're above 1,000 years old. As such, whenever elves and humans fall into a romantic relationship, the human dies in a brink of lifespan from the elf's point of view. However, their half-elf children inherit elven traits of long life and beauty to some extent. Although their relationship with humans is complex, but with fairies, there's no other race that has a close relationship with them more than elves. Elves and fairies are said to be close friends, with both guiding and helping each other's race and flourish together. According to some legends, fairies also help elves in performing magic and conversing with nature and other creatures. At last, there are various theories about the disappearance of elves. Some believe they faded into myth and legend, while others propose they're still living with us. It's just they don't come out and show their presence. Another theory suggests elves travel between dimensions or planes of existence and have left Earth long ago. Some even believe that elves are not just physical beings, but also spiritual entities, connecting with humans on a deeper level. But the reality will only be known to us if elves show themselves, or if you or I encounter an elf in our lives.